most intense, thrilling, electrifying sport on the planet. Mixed martial arts. You've been looking for the definitive podcast to call your new home to hear everything about it. The search is over. This is the MMAnomaly Show. No filter. Bringing you the hottest MMA breakdowns straight from the heart of the octagon. This show is all about MMA breakdowns. For fans, by fans. We're talking UFC, MMA, and the occasional big boxing match. We'll bring our unique take on how these fights are going to play out and who we think are the best bets. Welcome to the MMAnomaly Show. No filter. And now your hosts, Olin, a.k.a. MMAnomaly, and Emiliano, a.k.a. Jive Turkey Nano.
What is up, fight fans? Welcome back to another episode of the MMAnomaly Show, No Filter. I'm your host, Olin, and with me, as always, is the co-host with the most, Jive Turkey Nano. But as you may have noticed, there's an extra face to our right here, folks. Your eyes do not deceive you. We're looking at the man, the myth, the legend, SDAWGSMMA Talk. So we'll go ahead and start with you, my friend. How are you doing on this beautiful, thirsty Thursday night?
Brother, I'm doing amazing. It's been so long since we had a threesome. No Diddy, just a threesome on the pod.
Ow!
You know what it is. No. You know what I'm saying? Shots will be taken tonight. Bombs will be ripped. It's going to be that kind of vibe tonight. I feel like I've seen Olin more than I've seen my own family members in just this week, family. I just want to let you know that right now. We've been on it this week, and I'm pumped to be here with the boys and do a prediction show for UFC Mexico City with the man right next to me, Jive Turkey, repping Mexico from top to bottom. Let's go, man. Come on.
We really out here. We outside.
Let's go.
The three amigos, the musketeers. Let's go. Si se puede. We out here. We out aquí, baby. That's it. And we got the chat buzzing already. We see y'all as well. I'd be remiss not to mention all y'all out there. We see you, Andrew Nance, LFG to you too, baby. Leo would like to watch Winky Face. Okay. Hit me at the DMs. We talk. Take it offline. I carry on. Miss Mary, we see you. You're here for it. Come on, baby. And bong rips. Sheesh. We taking trips, baby, to the moon. But first, we're going to Mexico City. MMAnomaly as dog. The hostess with the mostest, man. I can't wait to dive on in, brother. Let's go.
Man, oh Manowitz, my friend. It is going to be a wild ride of a night with you two in tow, and it is going to be a fun night of conversation with the fights that we are here to speak on. So with that being said, let's not delay any longer than we already have. And let's go ahead and jump on into things at the bottom of the card with a fight taking place in the lightweight division between Marquel Mederos and Austin Hubbard. I mean, look, we've already done a little pseudo, like without any research kind of prediction show. If you've been watching the channel a couple days ago, but look, man, maybe old habits die hard, or maybe I'm just being a bit of a fool in this one. I'm still leaning Austin Hubbard, man. I like him in this fight. I think he's a windy, grindy veteran. He's only 33 years of age, so he's just now coming into his own here, right? We got Chris Cushman in the chat as well. What up, Chris?
Hey, Chris.
How you doing?
Cushman.
And, man, I really like Hubbard here. I just think he's going to outwork his opponent. His opponent's still a little bit new, right? Still a little bit fresh, is he, with only 10 professional fights to his name. His opponent with 17 wins to his name is Austin Hubbard. And you're also giving me a reach advantage with Austin Hubbard. I really, really like that. He has great distance control as it is. With that 1.5 inch reach, I think it's going to pay dividends for him. Nano, jump in here, brother. Kick me off the stool and tell me what you got.
My man, I see you. I'll keep it short and sweet because we do got S-Dogs here. The dogs are barking in the backyard, baby. Come on. I know he wants to get in on the action here. And speaking of dogs, I think I like the underdog here on most spend books. I do like our Austin Hubbard, the thud, because I think that's what he's going to go out there and do. He's going to do a little bit of thudding with his opponent, Marquel Mederos, who, hell, might be a solid prospect, someone that might be on the rise. I just haven't seen it yet. I don't trust him just yet, okay? I got to see with my eyes. I got to see against somebody who I know, even though he's lost as well. But I'm a glass half full kind of guy. He's gone out there. He's beat some opponents in the UFC, that being Austin Hubbard. And we've seen him on the Ultimate Fighter series as well. Maybe fell in love with him a little bit more on a personal side, but that's where I'm at, man. I'm leaning the betting favorite here with a couple inch reach advantage, just more tools in the toolbox, I think, at this point. S-Dogs, my man, the man in the blue over there, I see you. How you feeling about this fight?
It's always scary going after Nano because he just lays it out so fucking perfect. He comes at you with that smooth mic. Man's looking nice tonight, and then just spits some fucking fuego out. You know what I'm saying? Sorry to use the F word like that. Usually I like to say fucking to keep it PG-13, but that deserved it. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to chat tonight, man. Already in here dropping fuego with the chat, and y'all need to listen to what my man Nano's saying. Now, I can't sum it up as good as that, so I'm going to give you my quick sum up and throw it to MMA Anomaly here. I'm going Austin Thud Herbert. Let's not forget, he made a dude quit on the stool during the pandemic, all right? This dude is that guy. At 155, he's going to be a problem. And like Nano said, on the Ultimate Fighter, I had him, Kurt Hollabaugh, or Jason Knight winning the whole thing. So he was up there. Dude puts on an amazing performance. And he's been kind of in and out of the UFC, so he really wants this to get this done. And y'all know I always like a dog, but give me Austin Hubbard, baby boy. Nama, what you got, dude?
Yeah, man. Like I said to start, I'm sticking with Austin Hubbard. I like him. I've liked him from the start. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to be convinced otherwise. I'm actually going to be betting on this guy. It's just a matter of how much, right? I'm definitely putting at least a unit here. I think I'm going to stop myself there because I don't want to get too greedy, but I am going to throw him in a little two-legger as well. So we'll go ahead and move into the next fight, folks. And the next fight is taking place in the lightweight division, the featherweight division, and it is about between Jamall Emmers and Gabriel Miranda. S-Dogs, I don't want you to feel intimidated, so I'm going to let you take the lead on this one. Ooh. Who do you see winning this featherweight bout, and tell us why?
I'm going to go with Jamall Emmers here. Emmers. Dude always comes in there and puts on a scrap, bro. Now, I'm not going to lie. What's his name?
Miranda,
my bad. I just went blank there. Miranda, don't get me wrong. Miranda is not a bad pick here. We were talking about with the parlays too, normally dropping those two on there. But dog, yeah, Drew. Hey, shout out Jason Knight, bro. That dude is a gangster.
And shout out, this is Drew. Always love to see you in the chat, my brother.
Hey, shout out Drew.
Hope you recovered from the whiskey from last weekend, my friend. And if you have, pull out a shot glass so we can drink some more tonight, my friend.
Come on, my boy. Hey, I saw you on Anomaly Snap. It looked like y'all were having a good time out there. You definitely deserved it. So enjoy yourself tonight, Drew. But Andrew, you're right, dog. The kids are in bed, so let's let the fucking language out. And I'm here with the boys, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it to yours. But Anomaly, don't get me wrong. If I had to, I do like that 2-bet parlay. Keep that alive. I'm just saying, if you told me gun to my fucking face, give me Ewers. I'm sorry. Back to you though, brother.
No, I'll actually let you take the steam on this one, my friend. What are you thinking? Are you leaning with me, with Miranda, or are you leaning with the dog to your right, with Emmers?
Oh, man. For someone that never has a mustache, I think you must like Gabriel's mustache capabilities there. He's got one hell of one, but he doesn't have much of a game, not much of a UFC, mixed martial arts game otherwise, okay? If we're talking UFC, the video game itself, he's like a 60, maybe a 69 if I want to be cute about it. He's not the underdog I'm trying to take on this one. Okay, you're getting Jamall Emmers at minus 470 on our number one sports betting app, that is DraftKings. I just don't see another path. Maybe you want to chase something within the distance. I know MMA Anomaly's been hot with some of those ones. Maybe you'll get a little bit better odds there, or throw something like that in a little parlay. But I'm taking Jamall Emmers, man. He's got too much skills, and I just don't know if Gabriel Miranda really has an answer. Though he might have a bit of a ground game, I think Jamall can do it anyway. He wants to get it done, baby. And those odds speak for themselves, man. I'm leaning with the S-Dog here. I'm sorry to hop on the other ship, MMA Anomaly, but you're on a sinking ship, my brother. Come on, man. You know better.
But you could
Look,
cash
man.
out, brother. You could make some cheddar.
Emmers Arsenal is no joke, exactly as Lane alluded to here in the comment section. And both you guys to my right are definitely not scrubs. I know you know what you're talking about. That's why I like having you on the show. But I digress. I think you're wrong about Gabriel Miranda. I got to tell you, my brother. He is so slick on the ground. The man has so many submissions, Nano. I don't know if you know this, but 16 of them. 94% of all of his wins have come by way of submission. His opponent has been defeated by submission before. I see this happening early on, too. I could actually see it being an early, like, round 1 or maybe even a round 2 finish for Gabriel Miranda. Now, if we wanted to get cheeky and say Gabriel Miranda round 1, that's plus 700. If we wanted to do Gabriel round 2, plus 1,000. And if we think somehow he lasts the first 2 rounds and then gets it done inside the distance in round 3, plus 1,800. So to put that into perspective, folks, that plus 1,800, if you put $25 on it, you bank 475 back. If you put 25 on him in round 2, $25 turns into 275. And if you put $25 on him in round number 1, that $25 turns into 200. Now, exactly, cheddar, right? Like all those are good and fine, and I would love to turn 25 into 475, but I would rather be safer and turn 25 into 115. And it's already kind of volatile picking Miranda. I know I'm on the wrong side here, possibly. He is a plus 360 point underdog for a handy reason, right, folks? But again, I think early on he has a dog's chance in here, a real dog's chance, just like Austin Hubbard, who's plus 136. So put 25 on him at plus 360 money line, you get 115 back. You put 25 on Hubbard, you get 59 back. You parlay them together, and as of right now, you get plus 985 on those odds. Put 25 on that, and you get 271.40 back. So yeah, I think I'm going to do a unit on Gabriel Miranda, a unit on Hubbard, and I think I'm going to do a half unit on the 2-leg parlay.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. I think that's what we're doing.
I mean, because if he's gonna get it done, like I saw Chris said, it's gonna be by sub too. So I mean, a little extra toss on that sub. I mean,
that's the thing. I looked at that. I did think about putting him by sub, but if you put him by sub, it's plus 450. So again, to put that into perspective, like $25 on him specifically by sub, you're getting $137 back. 25 on him just to win anyway, inside the distance, outside the distance, by knockout, by sub, you're getting 115 back.
Oh,
again,
okay, yeah, that's not
it's literally like a $17 difference.
Yeah,
not worth it for me.
Worth it. Yeah, because you never know, bro. UFC's fucking crazy. He dives in.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's fucking.
He could end up getting him in like a triangle choke set up from the top and just start elbowing him and get a TKO stoppage. That doesn't make any sense, right? Like,
yeah.
And
We've seen crazier things.
I'd be so upset if that was the case. Like, be Amanda Nunes all over again. With that being said, we'll go ahead and move into the next one, which is back at the lightweight division, folks. Rafa Garcia versus Vinc from hell, Pichel. Oh man, this is an interesting bout of wily veterans.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks, Chris. I appreciate you in the chat saying Miranda isn't a bad play.
It's not.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Especially money line, right?
Yeah. Like we said Tuesday with Hubbard and him as a dog parlay just to start off the night, just see how you're going to feel with it. It's not bad.
Miranda's chin didn't look great against Chairez, said Von Whedon. I appreciate that comment, Von Whedon, and you're not wrong, my friend. But I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like Jamall Emmers doesn't pack the same kind of wallop that the opposition that he's gone against does. And I know that he has 8 knockout wins, right? His last one was only 49 seconds into a fight. But again, like Dennis Bazooka has not had a great run in the UFC. And I mean, God, now you got me second guessing it, man. Now you got me second guessing it, Von Whedon. But I'm still rolling with the parlay, man. We're locked in. We're locked in here. Win, lose, or draw. We're gonna stay up units this year. I promise you. As of right now, we're up like 51.2 units for the year. So we're playing with quite a bit of house money as it is. So when it comes to Rafa Garcia and Vinc from Hell Pichel, Nano, the biggest differentiators here are, I mean, it's the age, right? Like 42 years of age against a 30-year-old man. So I'm going to stand out on a crazy limb here, and I'm going to venture to guess you're probably going with Rafa Garcia, the younger man, the man who's 30 years of age.
You know damn well I'm going with Rafa Garcia. You know that.
Yeah.
The gifted, baby.
I know
Represent. You know that.
I understand.
The first Mexican of the night, baby. I'm wearing all this goddamn gear. You know, goddamn right, I'm going to stand here 10 toes down, drinking some tequila, representing Rafa Garcia. Still got a lot of pep in this set, baby. Young, 30 years old. I know you mentioned 2 OGs, but he ain't that OG, baby. He's just scratching the surface of his prime. Trust me, I know. I'm the same age. Come on, baby.
Hey,
but Vinc Pichel, come on. Big Dell's got to eat.
Man.
That boy young, man.
Big Dell's got to eat, baby. Come on.
Puppies, get off the porch. Come on, man.
Ain't no room for you. Come on now. And unfortunately, I think Vinc Pichel from hell. You know, not that he's a little dog. You know, he's got some bark, but he's an OG dog. Okay, he's the one that kind of just off to himself in the corner. You know, go ahead and do your thing now, OG. Hang him up. You good? You fought your fight. Okay, ain't your fight no more. Mm-hmm. Your days are over. And I think short of putting him out the pasture, you know, you're gonna keep bringing him inside, make him comfortable, enjoy the ride, baby. And we will enjoy the ride every time we see Vinc from Hell Pichel. Man, looks like he's coming out of hell. He's guns a blazing. So I expect a great show for as long as it lasts. But give me the gifted, man. Give me the gifted. Give me Rafa. Okay? You see the green and red over here. You know what I'm talking about. And that's where I'm at, man. S-Dogs. I mean, I feel like we've been on the same page here.
Brother, and
Come
we
on.
ain't changing. We're not changing either.
There it is.
I'm going Garcia all day as well, dude. You pretty much summed it up right there. The age gap is crazy. And Pichel, bro, he's just not active. I don't know if y'all even remember his last fight. I think it was almost a year ago. I don't know if Olin has it pulled up, but his fight history is once or maybe twice a year. So that too, factoring in he's older, and Garcia's just a dog. That motherfucker.
Garcia.
And Garcia is ready to get it done, son. So I'm going, me and Nano, we're 3 for 3 right now, son. We're 3 for 3, as fucking the Eilish say.
Let's go.
Anomaly. Are we back on board over here, mate? How you feeling?
Yeah, we're back on board. We're definitely back on board here, my friend. Yeah. Look, I'm definitely gonna go with our guy Rafa Garcia to get it done, but I've got a sneaky long shot bet just to go with here. Okay. Our guy Vinc Pichel, he's 2-2 when it comes to knockouts here. 1 knockout over Chitty Bang Bang and Chukwani, and 1 knockout over the standout from 2 weeks ago. Shout out to the man who had that. It was one of their dogs, Sam Patterson. And he's currently sitting at plus 1,800 to win by knockout.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. But like we said, it could happen. It's MMA, but
that's what I'm saying. It's a far-fetched one. I'm saying this is like a don't tell bet. This is a don't tell long shot bet. But if you feel so inclined, right? Like if you put $5 on it, you'd bank $95.
And that's just $5.
Yeah. So put $10 on it, you win 190. You put $50 on it, you win 950. But I'm not telling you to do any of that. All right. I'm just telling you maybe have a little bit of fun with it. Maybe bet like a couple bucks on it. Right. It doesn't hurt then.
Hey, I got 5 on it. As Luntz, the famous song once said, Olin, I got 5 on it, brother.
I got 5 on it. Might not have
your
but it
could.
Bro, you need to add that to the soundboard. I got 5 on
Oh, that's
it.
a banger. That's a banger.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. Yeah, I'm gonna do a half unit on that.
I like it.
Half unit on Vinc Pichel to win by TKO, KO, or DQ. Plus 1,800 is so juicy, bro.
Put some skin in the game.
Fun fact, when I first started eyeballing this, it was plus 1,400. It's already gone up 400 more.
Might as well. We might as well wait till fucking let him do the face-offs. Let him see Garcia fucking plus 2,400, my boy. And then you can
maybe we wait. Yeah, let's wait a little bit.
I mean,
if that money line shifts.
If it goes back down to what, 1,500 probably. I mean, still.
It's still up. We're still up.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll hold off on it for now, but we'll probably end up placing that one. But he's got sneaky strong shots, and he made. I mean, wasn't he the one that made Marco Madsen? Or no, he's the one that got beat by Marco Madsen, right? Yeah.
What else?
But he did beat Jim Miller. There's a couple of really sneaky dogs here. But let's go through the chat before we get through the rest of this card, right?
Hey, come on, you see it? Let's go.
You need to add Lakers in 5 to the South.
Lakers in 5. Come on.
Lakers in 5. UFC, KFC, WEC, GFL, PFL, Lakers in 5. Man.
Claro que sí. That means, of course. Come on, baby. You know.
Chris Cushman got Garcia as well. Andrew Nance, Lakers in 5. Garcia, baby. Yeah, that's right, Leroy. Let's go. We're all on Garcia for this one. Let's see if we're going to keep riding this train now that we're back on the same wavelength, boys. In the next one, we have, I'm actually going to let our boy Sterling take the lead on this one after I get these names out. We have a women's strawweight bout between Loopy Godinez and Julia Polastri. Promises to be one of the most exciting fights of the night, folks. And I know there's nobody else in the world who loves women's mixed martial arts more than my friend, SDAWGSMMA Talk. So take it away, my friend. How do you see this exciting women's strawweight matchup going?
So this is where you need to go restock. We're going to watch 3 absolute scraps, people. And then this way you go restock on your drink, your smoke, go get you some food, get back. It's going to be about 20-ish minutes, I'd say, given with the decision that Bruce Buffer has to read out. But with all that said, give me Loopy in a 3-round unanimous decision. 12.5 minutes of ground control. That's my pick.
There you go. Short and sweet. We're on the same boat as well. I'm going to keep it, keep it a buck with you. How can I bet again? It's another Mexicana. Come on. Representing Jalisco. It's a conspiracy. Damn right. Damn right.
Hey,
throwing them M's and throwing up them L's for Loopy.
We said our
Come on. That's right, baby. That's right. And listen, man, short of it being, the hometown kid here and Loopy Godinez and representing Mexico, we've seen more of her, right? We've seen more of her. I just feel more comfortable with Loopy at this point. Like you said, might be a boring fight, might be windy, might be a little meat and potatoes, as we've, coined around here as well. But it is what it is. She's gonna go out there and get the job done, and that's what you get paid to do. So they all can't be bangers every time. Sometimes you need that layup. Sometimes you need that foul. Sometimes you need to make those 2 free throws. And that's what we're getting here. That's all it is. Like SDAWG said, maybe they'll go ahead and re-up. Go ahead and transition, stretch. That's your time it's transition time. There it is. MMAnomaly, or I don't know, you got a reason to sell the people on what we're going to see here on this one?
I don't. I'm just gonna leave the people in the hands of what they've already been dealt. We're all going Loopy Godinez here. And if you saw me smirking in the middle of one of you guys' breakdowns, or in between rather, it's because I opened up X and I opened up Grok in a side screen here, and just for fun, I asked Grok, give me a good long shot bet for UFC Mexico City. And can I just read to you what it just told me right now? Why Vince Pichel by KO/TKO could hit.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Experience and power. Pichel at 42 years old is a veteran with a 7-3 UFC record. He's known for his durability and knockout power, with 10 of his 14 career wins coming by way of TKO. His most recent fight was a loss to Ismael Bonfim in 2023. Prior to that, he had a 3-fight win streak, including a TKO over Jesse Ronson.
Bro, he cracks. I watched him on Dana White Contender Series 2 or 3 years ago. Bro, he fucking cracks. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad pick, bro.
But you're gonna love this. I don't think he's gonna win, but I think it's a live fun pick.
If he does win, that's how.
Just like the Miranda pick. So I literally told Grok, give me another one because I was intrigued to see if it would give me like one that I haven't thought of. Literally the next one. Why Gabriel Miranda to win by submission versus Jamall Hinders is live at plus 1200.
I'm telling you, dog. You might as well look up Austin Hubbard. Put that parlay.
Bro!
Could you imagine that parlay with them two winning and then home play by KO? God dang it!
Juicy.
God.
Oh my God! And also shout out Big Juice, my man.
The Juice man, speaking juicy.
Baby.
Come on.
Oh, the legend, the fucking Compton soldier.
Nano is in the Mexican spirit. You already know, baby. You already know.
You know what it is.
You already know. So yeah, we can go ahead and move on. Speaking of Mexican spirit, we can move on to this next fight between featherweights Christian C-Rod Rodriguez coming in against Melquizael Costa. Melquizael is an absolute animal, and I'm feeling just a bit crazy this week, Nano. Feeling a bit crazy this week. Because correct me if I'm wrong, both of these dudes are legend killers, right? Like they are, if they had a superpower, that superpower would be to stop hype trains. What happens when those two people fight each other, right? It's like Wolverine versus Hulk or Hulk versus Juggernaut, right? It is an unstoppable force versus an immovable object. What happens? I cannot wait to fucking see. I'm going to lose money on it either way. I can just feel it in my loins. But I'll tell you, after that last performance against Andre Touchy-Feely, I'm not going to bet against Melquizael.
Ooh, okay.
Plus 140 on this kid feels like a bit of a trap. It does feel like a bit of a trap, right? But I am wholeheartedly going to fall for the trap. Part of me almost wants to do the under 2.5, though. Because I feel like both of these guys are live for a finish. But both these guys are hella durable, so that makes it tough to bet on the finish, right? However, that under 2.5 is covering both guys at plus 154. Nano, which one would you lean more towards? And people in the chat, where are you leaning more towards on that one? Lethal Sugar, looking to you, my friend. Where are we at? And love to see you in the chat finally, my boy. We've been waiting for you.
Yes, sir. Sugar, the homie. What up? Juice man, what up? Great to see you. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, I mean, this is a tough one. I think from a bend perspective, if you do like, your boy Melky, either at plus odds straight up or, within the distance or a sub. I'm telling you, if you really want to get frisky, he's been subbing dudes left and right. He just hit our boy Andre Touchy-Feely. He went out there, got a little touchy-feel with our boy. So it's hard not to look at something like that and be tempted. But to me, that's the devil on the shoulder, man. And I'm sticking to the Lord. I'm following the light. I'm going with C-Rod, baby. Come on, man. Can't go against the Ben favorite here. And they are both star killers, like you mentioned. But C-Rod's just got more stars under the belt, man. Similar to a Steve Garcia. Christian Rodriguez does come in. He poses some power, poses a lot of threats. I don't know if Melky, man, he might be a little... I'm trying to make a milk joke here. I think C-Rod's lactose free. There you go. Got one in. That's dog. Talk to the people now.
Let me go ahead and say this. Me and Nano are 5 for fucking 5, people. I'm going C-Rod all fucking day. Not to be confused with A-Rod. I know it's a completely different letter, but first thing came to my brain. But I'm going with C-Rod here all day. These boys already summed it up perfectly. I'm just going to give y'all the 10-second bro talk of it. C-Rod's here to bang. And don't get me wrong, Milky, absolute monster. Nasty on the ground. Really surprised me against Touchy-Feely. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I know y'all have already mentioned that, but it really was surprising. I had Philly in that all day. It's going to be an interesting fight. I would personally bet on this fight. I think this is a potential fight of the night. This is one of those type of fights. I think we should just sit back and enjoy. But C-Rod's a dog. And normally, I like that under 2.5 though. I think whoever wins this fight is going to be by finish. But I got C-Rod, brother.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I really like C-Rod. He's actually one of my favorite fighters to watch fight these days, just because he's very consistent with what he does, right? He's a very, very talented guy. Man.
You looking at bets over there? What's happening?
I'm looking at different subsets of odds here, because I mean, if Melky gets it done, like Nano makes a good point, he's probably going to get it done inside the distance, right? Submission, maybe a TKO, weirdly.
Yeah.
But if C-Rod gets it done, he's probably going to get it done by decision, right? Because Melky is super durable and seemingly impossible to put away no matter how much you punch him in the face.
Yeah. If it's grindy windy, it's going to be a decision by C-Rod probably, right?
That's what Chris said too, bro. I mean, Nano's saying it, Chris is saying it. I mean, you kind of already put it out there in the universe, so I think that makes sense, bro.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 unit on Melky. Actually, no, I'm just going to do a half unit on both, and we'll more than cover the spread. Yeah. We'll do Melky by submission or TKO, KO, or DQ. You get that at plus 400 odds right now, which is pretty juicy. And then you can get C-Rod to win by decision at plus 140 right now. So again, if you put $25 on those, you'd get 60 back for the C-Rod decision. You'd get 125 back for the Melky win by submission or TKO/KO. So again, worst case scenario, you're up $10 on both of those bets. Best case scenario, you're up $75 on those 2 bets.
This should be a good fight though, bro. This is going to be a scrap.
I definitely think this is going to end up being fight of the night. This has fight of the night material written all over it because, like I said, both guys are bangers that I don't know that they know how to take a backstep in their fights, man. Like they're so durable and so game to move forward throughout the entirety of the fight. With that being said, we've got a very, very fun middleweight scrap coming up right after that, boys. It is about between Jose Medina and Ateba Gautier. This is gonna be fun. S-Dogs, take the lead, my friend. Who you got in this one?
I wanted Nano to go first to see if we're about to go 6 for 6, but you know what? Let me get it, and let's see if it's destiny. But you know what, boys? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say boy. You'll put a Yoel Romero right there. I'm sorry, brother.
I see you soon, boy.
I see you soon, boy. I'm gonna go with Jose, dog, and I'm gonna give you the same reason I give it to all these guys, bro. He's a dog. He's all that. He's super durable, but dude, the way he blends up MMA is fucking nasty. Like he's solid everywhere. There's 2 reasons why I'm giving him this fight. One, because he's solid everywhere, nasty with kicks. If it goes to the ground, he's gonna be able to survive. I don't see him getting finished or subbed. Super fucking fast with the hands as well. And it's in Mexico, dog. It's hard for me to pick against any fighter that's Mexican in this card, brother. I did the same thing last week with all the boys from London, and they fucking failed me, especially Molly Meatball McCann against a girl on a week notice. But I'm telling y'all, Jose's a fucking dog. And Nano, are we going 6 for 6, brother?
Oh, my guy, S-Dog. Honestly, I don't want to disappoint you. I mean, the spirit of me is with you. I know, man. Jose Medina makes it real tough, man. Especially the fact that I think he's Bolivian, which I'm like, I don't even know if this guy is Mexican or not. He certainly looks like it. That was my first assumption. Because the Jose Medina, I'm like, I think I have a cousin's name Medina. Listen, man, this is a tough one. But I do think if it becomes messy, Jose's got a path for victory, man. And the plus 340 definitely seems disrespectful. I might hedge this one, but I certainly think that Ateba, Gautier, or however you say it, I'm sure MMAnomaly's going to butcher me, represent Cameroon. Last time we saw a guy coming out of Cameroon, well, we saw a couple guys out of Cameroon, but there's one specifically that has some absolute lethal power. Not that he's the next coming of Mr. Ngannou that I'm referencing here. He in which we do not speak of, but the man's got skills. He's going to come in with 4-inch height advantage, 7-inch reach advantage, and 11 years youth advantage. Unfortunately, that's where, oh man, it's almost a hard line in the sand for me, unless I see something in a Jose Medina, which, si se puede, he's got a lot of dog in him. He's got a lot of heart. He's got that Mexican fighting spirit, which, sponsored by Modelo.
Shout out Modelo.
Shout out Modelo. But, man, I just think this is a really tough matchup. He's the betting favorite underdog. Well, Ateba's the betting favorite, and I think it's for a reason, man. He might come out here and do some crazy stuff. MMAnomaly, give us the X's and O's, my brother. I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, I feel like Ateba's going to get it done, but I might sprinkle a little bit on Jose Medina. I might do a little Mexican parlay. But how you feeling, brother? What are you seeing on this one?
Well, I mean, both these guys are pretty new, right? Especially to the scene as far as UFC comes. Jose Medina, his last fight was against your boy, Zachary Reese, which he didn't do too well in, right? He ended up getting beat by unanimous decision. It's actually Zach Reese's only win one of 2 wins in the UFC. The other one was against Julian Marquez. That was a 20-second finish. That's why I forgot about it. It was a blink and you freaking miss it kind of situation. Sav Jelly's in the house, folks.
Sav.
Let's go. We out here.
She said she's going to go for Ateba, she thinks. Okay. What up, Cross? My guy.
Young Cross.
Hope your stream rounded out nicely, and congrats on 1,000, my friend. You deserve it.
1K.
Big 1K. Let's go. Congrats.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Onward and upward, baby. Come on.
Zach only getting a decision on him as a victory now, looking at it. There you go. Love that. Crowd card. I want winners only, boys. We're working on it, man. We're working on it. We're up 51 units on the year so far. So we're working.
Crowd, keep that shit going on X, brother. Keep that shit going, brother.
We see you.
Let's go, crowd.
So yeah, man. Ateba is look in his last 5. He's 5-0. Whereas Jose Medina is 3-2 in his last 5. So definitely a tough break for him since making it to the UFC out of places like Samurai Fight House and Thunder Fights. But again, it's tough to bet on somebody who hasn't had a fight in the UFC when you're talking about a guy who has. And I mean, a guy who they decided to give a chance in the UFC after coming off of a loss to a Magomed Gazashalev in the Contender Series. So I don't know, man. Plus 360 on this guy does seem super disrespectful. And part of me wants to ride with the man, the myth, the legend, S-Dog's MMA talk.
Oh, Nano already broke my heart, dog.
I know. I'm sorry. Someone's got to keep him company. Go ahead, brother. Do it.
But I'm going to be honest. You might be on an island by yourself. I think Vegas sees something for a reason here. Ateba's a strong dude. I'm sorry I had to play you like that, my friend. But look, Ateba in the last, 5 fights he's had, hasn't seen a third round. And for 4 out of 5 of those, he hasn't seen a second round. Right? Just a very, very quick and strong finisher. It's like he got his first loss and he just realized he never wanted to feel that way again. So, man, thanks, Mike Yang. I appreciate it, my friend.
Mike
Beautiful
Yang.
pronunciation on that name. Appreciate you.
Mike Yang, we got John Anik on this shit, baby boy. You know what it is.
I appreciate it. Funky Cold Medina is Bolivian. All right. I love that.
That's on me, Lane. That's on me. I'm not going to lie to y'all. And then I'm not going to lie to you as well. I forgot this was that Cameroonian, the dude from
Cameroonian.
Thank you, brother. I just had a stroke there.
From Cameroon.
I forgot this was him from Dana White Contender Series. I just had to look up his picture while you were talking earlier. Yep. So that's 100% on me. I'd like to revoke my pick, and I'd like to get back on the island with the boys. So technically, me and Nano are 6 for 6. Let's fucking go!
Let's go!
Hey, I see why you boys were. Honestly, when you said his name, Anomaly, this is why honestly, people, you don't do a couple before you hop on the show, because your brain gets a little foggy and you kind of forget what's happening. So I had to, as you were talking, brother, it was in my brain. Like I was like, why am I picking Jose? He's fighting. Who is he fighting? And brother, not to go on a 2-minute rant, but that's on me. No, we're back on board. I'm back on with the islands, baby boys. I'm not in there with the sharks.
Back like we never left. Come on.
Come on, son. Let's go.
Dude, I love this comment from Lazy Ben. All your walls are similar enough color that I'm just imagining you're all in the same room streaming together with 3 different setups. My God.
That's hilarious, Lazy Ben.
That's going to be hilarious. The case in Vegas in June. It'll be something like that.
That's going to be one of the greatest streams of all time.
It's going to be epic. There will be a lot of alcohol and a lot of smoke happening.
Just to meet y'all in person is going to be amazing. To then hop on and do a show at one point, we might get kicked off of YouTube.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, might be a Patreon episode.
It's a good
There
thing
we
we're
go.
not monetized yet, because that would definitely end it.
Hey, yeah, no, that'd be a Patreon move. No, I think you're right.
That's where you gotta
The
go.
lost tapes you have to pay extra for, folks.
Yeah, yeah.
Man. Lazy Bet had the best comments in crossover stream. I love that, and I don't doubt it at all. If you passed a drink from left to right, I'd trip out. Oh, that would actually be amazing. Dude, we have to work on that. That would be incredible.
That'd
be sick.
Yeah, it would be dope. And
Speaking of passing a drink from left to right, I think Lazy Bet just called it out. We're at the top of the preliminary card. It's shot o'clock. It's time. No, do you need one?
There you go. Thank you.
Other side.
Oh, thank you.
Nice. We gotta work out. It's the other hand. It's the other hand.
Shout out MMAnomaly, people.
You gotta switch the
Shout
sides.
out MMAnomaly.
There it is.
He didn't
The
just
bullet.
recommend this, people. He
Atta
sent
boy.
it to my fucking doorstep. The realest
I'm a
in
bad
the
influence.
game. The realest in
Clippers
the
radio.
game.
Not a boy.
All
Not a boy.
Good job, I think they're the right type of influence, brother. And shout out to Houston, Texas.
Shout out to everybody. Here we go, folks. All of you in the chat, there's over 50 of you right now watching. We appreciate each and every one of you. You could be anywhere on this Thursday, but you're right here with us. So make sure if you haven't already, hit that like, comment, subscribe, smash the bell for notifications, and smash whatever drink you're raising up in front of you. We appreciate you for being here, folks.
Salud.
Oh,
Cheers.
let go. I'm scared. I'm from the projects.
Scared too. I'm drinking tequila tonight, boys. Let's go.
Ow!
Oh,
All right.
Oh, lazy bed too. Red so loca. I'll fill you up. Let's have a party.
yeah,
Banger.
that's a
Banger. That's a banger.
How about Andrew with the bowl in the air as well? Andrew always doing big rib skis.
We got the bowl in the other room, so we got the pen for now. So.
Oh, dude, I thought about doing that earlier, but I was like, out of respect for MMA No Filter, we're gonna keep it classy.
Brother, you can do the
Feel disrespected that you
all day,
are,
baby.
Token, baby.
Yeah.
Come on.
We've been toking the whole show.
Brother, also, Nano has the best shot glass I think I've ever seen.
Oh, it's fire. It is fire.
Shit is. I've seen it 3 times now, and I keep wanting to say something, and I was just like, before we move on, fucking hey, look at that. I mean that's,
it's kind of like it's funny because it's kind of laced up. I was gonna say I have another one that's black and it's probably like a gator skin of some sort, but this one it looks like actual little chocolate.
Little
Thanks,
chocolate.
Joe.
Nah, dude, that thing's
Even Sad Jelly likes it too. I see. I appreciate you, Sad. You know,
Sam.
little some. How to pull out all the stops.
Come on, dog.
We out here. We outside.
That's fire. That is a fire shot glass, brother.
Thank you.
So with that shot, we are into the main event of the preliminary card here, folks. It is time for a flyweight bout between Edgar Chairez and CJ Vergara. Nano, my guy, take the lead on this one and tell us who you have winning and how you see them winning.
Man, I'll keep it short and sweet because I want to keep some meat on the bone for the boys here. I think it's Edgar Chairez. Come on. I'm not going to leave y'all waiting for too long. Si se puede. I'm taking the Mexicano here, okay? The dude representing Baja California. The dude that's a little bit younger, a little bit more savage, just got more dog in him, okay? And that's really what it's all about, man. He's going to have a reach advantage, and you ask how he's going to get it done. My quick response to that is however the fuck he wants, okay? Come on, baby. S-Dogs, where we at?
Damn it.
Don't hurt.
Look,
Hey, don't hurt me, baby. Oh no. Oh no.
Listen, the smart thing, honestly, is to do what you're doing. I want to rock with my countryman, CJ, and he's nasty with the leg kicks. He is disgusting with that. I want to go with him, but bro, just simply out of respect for our streak right now and that how we're rolling, I gotta look at the smart thing, bro. I don't want to just give picks with my heart because I've been doing that, brother, this whole year. And you can ask Anomaly, it's not been good. I've had a lot of heartbreaks, a lot of lonely nights in the shower after MMA cards. So to keep the streak alive and just to make the right decision, I'm gonna go with you as well, brother. I'm sorry, CJ. I want you to get it done, and nominally that's not a bad bet. I think he's plus 260 or some crazy shit. It's
210 on DraftKings.
210. I mean, that's not a bad bet, bro. And like I said, bro, he's nasty with the leg kicks. But any Mexican fighting in Mexico City, it's hard to pick against, bro. It's hard.
Hey, man, you're not doing Texas any wrong on this pick, okay? You're still in good graces, all right?
Come on.
You're still doing good, okay? And they are in elevation. That's hard.
They
are
are
Anomaly. Come on, make him feel better about it, brother. Talk to the boy.
Come on, man. Anomaly. Let's fucking have a straight sweep here, mate. It's not looking like it.
I mean, I want to. I really do. This is a really, really close matchup, right? Edgar Chairez and CJ Vergara match up against one another extremely, extremely well.
Fun fight.
But it's a very, very fun fight. Like, they almost have the same exact record, 11-6 versus 12-6-1. You look at their rolling three, you've got a guy that's 2-3, you got a guy that's 2-2-1. So like virtually identical, right? There's a big part of me that does want to sprinkle on a plus 210 CJ Vergara, but I don't want to sprinkle just to sprinkle because it's a juicy bet, right? So I gotta go Edgar Chairez. He's shown me more, if I'm being honest. And again, like, we got to break down who they fought before, right? So Edgar Chairez, who's he been in there with recently? Daniel Lacerda, Joshua freaking Van, Tatsuro Taira. So, I mean, if we look at who's beat him, and the only two people we can really look at that truly beat him inside the UFC are Joshua freaking Van and a man who makes us all smile when he grabs the mic and says, "I'm happy, thank you." Then I can't be upset about that. I can't be upset about that. That's a real stud right there. And then looking across from him, you got CJ Vergara, who, I mean, he's lost to Ramazan Tamirov, Asul Almabayev. He's got wins over Daniel Lacerda. We're seeing a common thread here. And Vinicius Salvador. He also has a win over Clayton Rodriguez and has a loss to Ode Osborne and a young man who you may remember. He sounds like this. I'm happy to go. His name is also Tatsuro Taira.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't heard of him, you should definitely check him out. He'll make you happy. Thank you. And look, Ode Osborne, I'm a huge, huge fan of. But the way that Ode dominated CJ was tough stuff. So I can't bet on him in good faith, man. Give me Edgar Chairez. I think he's going to go out there and be the stronger guy. And I think he's going to look to dominate everywhere this fight goes. He'll probably muscle his opponent up against the cage, land some clinch work, tire him out, and then just start dominating across the range there. So, yeah. Give me Edgar Chairez. There's a reason he's sitting at minus 258. It's a clean sweep, boys.
Let's go. We back. Clean sweep, mate.
Jeez, we did a shot and we hit a clean sweep. There might be something to that.
The boys are back.
The boys are back.
Even what Lazy's saying there about CJ hitting the running man. Come on, baby.
Oh, that's really what I was hoping for. Let's go.
Hey, I've been waiting for that song.
Let's go.
Yeah, son. Yeah, son.
Song's so nice also, I had to clip it twice.
Dog, that song is literally the perfect song.
Oh man.
Overall for this show, it's never a bad miss. Ever.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? What's also never a bad miss is seeing CJ Vergara hitting the running man mid-fight his last fight, Lazy. Don't disrespect, brother. Don't disrespect.
There it is. You heard it here first.
But Matua had to point out Lazy Bet, but he won in that fight once he ran to his destination.
Bars.
He did win that fight.
Bars.
So, Lazy Bet calling a spade here, as we like to do on the show as well. Shit, that's
Lazy's
a valid point.
Lazy's a gangster.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's why I love our chat. They're all so freaking educated when it comes to the sport of mixed martial arts. They know their shit. They really know their stuff, boys. And they're definitely hilarious. Man, we have a hell of a fight card to go through still, boys.
Let's go.
Let's jump into this main card. So we have a flyweight bout between the smiliest fighter I've ever seen, Ronaldo Rodriguez coming in against Kevin Borjas. Man, oh, Manowitz, this is going to be probably one of the funnest fights on the card. This is another close contender for me for fight of the night. El Gallo Negro coming in against Lazy Boy. It's just going to be fireworks. Lazy Boy obviously has the more prominent record coming in his last 5-0 here in his last 5. His opponent, Kevin Borjas, being 3-2 in his last 5. Again, let's look at who they've actually fought, though, right? Kevin Borjas, the man standing across from Ronaldo Rodriguez, has fought Joseph Vieira in Inca FC, Tiao Calixto, and Victor Diaz in the Contender Series. Since winning the Contender Series, he has only lost in the UFC on the UFC 295 card as well as the UFC 301 card. First against Joshua Van by way of unanimous decision, and then via Alessandro Costa via punches from back mount. He was originally supposed to face Edgar Chairez back in September, but that fight got canceled. Not 100% sure what happened to cause that cancellation, but I'm assuming it was an injury on his side. Ronaldo Rodriguez, the man standing across from him, since making it to the UFC from Lux Fight, and again, worth noting that before then, he had gotten a loss on the Contender Series back in 2020 against Jerome Rivera, and then he got a win in Icon, followed by 4 wins in Lux Fight League, which ended up getting him a shot in the UFC on the UFC fight night that was headlined by, ironically enough, the man who he's going to be fighting underneath in the main event here, Brandon Moreno, when Brandon Moreno came in and faced Royval in their second facing of each other. So he got his chance against Denis Bondar. He won, of course, in round number 2 via rear naked choke with just 1 second left in the match, which is insane. And after that, he came out and beat Ode Osborne in a unanimous decision. So, my friend, I got to go with Lazy Boy here. I just think that he is the better fighter. He is the stronger fighter. And I mean, if you look at it on paper, I might be wrong, but I think, nope, he's not the longer fighter. But that's okay. He knows how to use his reach very, very well. He will be getting inside. He will be ripping to the body. He's very nasty with those hooks. But I'm going to jump off my little bar stool here, and I'm going to pass it on over to the man, the myth, to the far right here, S-Dog Sterling. Tell us how you feel about this fight and who you have winning, brother.
Bro, I think you broke it down there perfectly, dude. And I'm honestly glad you at least gave us kind of a rundown of who these dudes fought. Let's not forget, Lazy Boy fought at the Sphere. And that was a great performance, bro. Lazy Boy's a huge name. I think him opening up the main card is fucking genius. The crowd's going to go insane when he walks out. He's probably going to have a wild-ass walkout. You know he's coming out in a poncho. You know he's coming out in that big-ass sombrero, son. It's going to be an amazing atmosphere. And Lazy Boy, got to be one of the top big names I've ever heard of. So give me Lazy Boy all day in this one. And are we going to have a back-to-back fucking sweep?
You know, goddamn right. Right.
Oh,
come on, we just a bunch of lazy boys. We're the lazy boys. That's what he does, baby. Hey, man, I mean, he goes out there. He's got a lot of knockouts. We haven't necessarily seen it in the UFC. We've seen some submission wins. That fight against O'Day Osborne was an absolute banger. Like you said, in the sphere on UFC Mexico. Was it what was
UFC Noche?
UFC Noche. Thank you, brother. I was like, why am I blanking on it? Banger, absolute banger of a card. I hope they do that someday in the future. But gave Mexico its nod, man, and Mr. Smiley in Ronaldo is somebody that it's just hard to bet against him, man. You know, he's game everywhere it goes. Kevin Borjas is a tough dude as well. We're probably gonna see 15 minutes of just absolute violence. Like we talked about, probably fight of the night. That might be my early pick here as well, because these guys go out there and leave it all on the in the octagon, in the gridiron, in the field, man, in the trenches, man. That's what they do. Okay, they live and die by it, man, and that's what I want to see, and that's what we're all excited to see come Saturday from the Lazy Boy. Don't let the name fool you.
Oh, please don't. That boy is active.
Nah, brother. Speaking of active, I think the Vegas bookies and odds makers are actively watching the show. And me and Nano have a running joke about this. So
They always do.
When we first talked about this, when you and I talked about this, S-Dogs, when you and I brought this up, Austin Hubbard was plus 164.
What's he now?
Since this show started, he has moved from plus 140 down to plus 130.
Damn.
So he's gone down 34 points since we talked on Tuesday.
Hey, well, hey, you know
That's
what? How many people?
pretty wild.
How many people are on the show right now? Anomaly.
55.
Well, you need to tell them, you
55.
need to tell the bookies where the fool can find the fucking boys that they're gonna sit here and watch the show. You know what I'm saying?
You
They're
know what
gonna
I'm
sit here
saying?
and watch the show and not give us the credit. You know what I'm saying? They're really fucking up. Still, that's
Hit us
still
with that
easy
Venmo
money.
when you win.
Come on, man. Come on, DraftKings, fucking Prize Picks. You boys are out here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's still free money though, Olden. 130 is 130.
That's so funny.
But like you said,
That's so
the
funny.
fact it's went down in less than what we've been on for in less than an hour, that is why.
So I'm not gonna lie.
Coincidence? I think not.
I got a unit on the parlay already. I locked that in at those odds.
Did you lock it in with that knockout though by Homeboy?
I didn't. I'm gonna lock all those in at the end of the show.
Okay.
And that's going to come up. I mean, that if anything, I think those odds are going to go up. You talk about the Vinc Pichel knockout. I think that's just a live one that's going to keep going up.
I think so too.
Yeah, I'm happy with it though. Either way, I don't think it'll go below 1,500. So either way, it's going to be extra money in the bank when it does hit, if it does hit. And with that being said, speaking of money in the bank, let's go on and keep it rolling, boys. Let's keep it rolling and move on into this next fight. We got a bantamweight banger between David Martinez and Saimon Oliveira. S-Dogs, I'm going to let you take the lead steam on this one, my boy. Let's hear who you got. You're taking the old dog and 33 years old, or are you taking the 26-year-old up-and-comer and David Martinez?
Brother, my whole motto this show. My bad, I'm looking at him right now. I'm looking up the records. Looks like I'm texting him. Sorry, I'm just looking up like the schedule. Because I don't want to just obviously go with the younger guy here and the Mexican. But, I mean, based off what I'm seeing, I mean, it's kind of – I'd feel stupid not to. This dude's a dog, man. But, hey, I ain't going to lie to you, though. They did not give him an easy fight in Oliveira. They did not. This dude's going to bring it. And I see why the odds are – I think it's even on this one. Bro, this is a pick'em. It's like a motherfucker.
The odds are definitely not even on this one. As of right now, we got plus 350 for Saimon Oliveira, and we have minus 455 favorite for David Martinez, the young boy.
Hey, let me shut the fuck up and just go with what I was saying and leave the analyzation to Nano over here. I'm going the young Mexican David Martinez all fucking day. That's a parlay putter right there. Go ahead and put that in a parlay, but Nano, tell the people why they're going with this man.
Hey, man, they're going to go with him because this guy is going to represent Mexico when it comes in the most violent, best possible. Okay, it's going to be beautiful, all right? That's what we're going to see. This guy, man, let me tell y'all, okay, he's got the hands of a boxer. He's got stones in his knuckles, and the dude kicks is like he's fucking Messi out there. Like he's Cristiano Ronaldo, okay? That's how good he is out there. He's slick with the feet, with his footwork. And you're going to see some violent striking from this kid, man. He's a heavy favorite for a reason, not just because he's younger, not just because we've seen him do some great things on the Contender Series so far, but it's also one of those things, too, unfortunately, with his opponent. And, hey, that 7 years difference, you know, I don't like that. Statistically speaking, you want to take the young buck when it's more than 6 or 7 years. That's just the facts, baby. But like you mentioned, man, Saimon Oliveira is somebody that's coming in off a couple losses, but he didn't get no easy route. He was on the Dana White Contender Series as well, did good. It was over 3.5 years ago, hasn't won since. Lost to Tony Gravely, lost to Daniel Marcos. It's like Daniel Marcos is a stud, so can't necessarily knock him for that. But unfortunately, David Martinez is another dog similar to Daniel Marcos. You know, I think they're kind of in a similar neck of the woods, and that's not the part of the forest that Oliveira wants to be in. MMAnomaly, where you at with this? Are you taking the big underdog? Are you getting spicy when it comes from a Ben perspective? Or are we all in the hive mind and drinking tequila as we celebrate on Saturday?
I mean, I'm down to drink some more tequila right now, brother. You already know David Martinez by win. I mean, It doesn't have to be a KO. It doesn't have to be a sub. It just has to be a work, right? I think he's going to go out there and put that work in. And he is a young kid, but he has come into his own already at 11-1 in his pro career. And I just think he's the stronger fighter here, man. He doesn't look like he's able to get stopped out there, right? It's been some time. He hasn't been stopped since 2021 in Combach Global against Gianni Vasquez. But since then, he has been on an absolute tear with his most recent fights, 4 out of 5 of them coming by way of finish, all by way of knockout. Round 2, round 1, round 4, round 4. You pick the round. It's going down as long as he hits you. Man, the dude is an absolute brawler. I love this kid's style. He's got moxie, as you like to say, Nano. And I'm here for it, brother. I'm here for it all freaking day, kid.
Dog, first of all, I love that Nano says that. And second of all, that's the 3rd sweep in a row. And me and Nano are 9 for 9. Boys, we're on a different wavelength tonight.
Let's go. Putting a 10-leg parlay. Putting a 13-leg parlay in. Come on.
Get those air horns going, baby boy.
Let's
you know
go.
What it is.
You know what time it is, baby.
Come on, blast this thing.
That ain't no fluke.
Dog, Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5, baby. Throw them up. Come on.
Baby.
You guys heard it here. If you stick around, you listen to these picks, maybe not always my picks, but if you listen to their picks,
I can make you rich.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we're here for, folks.
Dude, sometimes I feel like I know when he's about to throw something at me, too. Like, I see it in his eyes, and I'm like, oh, shit.
He's like always going for it. He's going.
Get a little glimmer of excitement. You already know what's coming, baby.
And then he just hits you with it, like the one you're not even expecting. I haven't even heard that one. Just out of fucking nowhere.
Man. Speaking of things that come out of nowhere.
Oh,
It's time.
It's time, baby. Nano on the same wavelength. Bantamweight time for a bout between Mr. CHIWIWIS himself, Raul Rosas Jr., coming in against Vince Morales. CHIWIWIS is right, boys. It's going down. This man is 10-1, and he still isn't even legally allowed to drink, but he'll legally give you these hands, boys. He is an absolute beast. He is a phenom, and he has, 2.5 years, correct me if I'm wrong, to beat John Jones's record as being the youngest UFC champion? I think he gets it done inside of 2. I'm not even thinking it's that hard with the push they're giving the kid. No, they're already giving him ranked opponents for the most part. Like, he's right outside 15.
Hey,
It's a little bullish, but I like it.
hey, I mean, he if he just stays 2 to 3, at least 3 fights a year, like you said, if they just keep sliding him up 3 to 4 spots,
Yeah, 2 to 3 fights a year, and he's literally a champion by the end of 2020.
He got a
6?
chance, but good luck beating Marab, and good luck beating guys like Peter Yan. Good luck beating guys like Cheeto.
I'm not
Corey
saying it's
Sandhagen.
probable. I'm saying it's possible.
No, look, bro. Look, I hope it happens because I don't think we'll ever see that record, bro. Macy Barber, I thought was gonna be the one to do it for a second, but I was like, nah. But I just started thinking out loud, like, fuck, like. But honestly, bro, when I was 19 years old, I wasn't even fighting yet. I didn't have my first fight till I was 23. So the fact that he's even in the UFC, like you said, he's not, brother. He can't even go to the bar. He's not even allowed to walk in the fucking casinos after the fight, but he's in there beating grown-ass men up for our entertainment on live pay-per-view. Fought in the Sphere. Was on the he wasn't on the main card on the Sphere, but he was still on the fucking Sphere. I think it was the first fight of the night, and then now they got him damn near. Bro, the third slot is the slot they think is going to be a great, entertaining fight. Because you got this, you got the co-main, then you got the main. You know what I'm saying? Lazy Boy's going to kick us off. Lazy Boy, that's going to be some shit. The prelims are going to be absolute scraps. And then this fight right here, boys, I think it's just a fun fight for us to all sit back, and then CHIWIWIS gets a nice speech after. I'm going to go. I don't know if you even asked me for my pick, brother, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there. I'm going with Raul Rosas Jr., brother.
No.
I mean, come on.
I know.
CHIWIWIS. Those are my 3 words for you. Got 3 sounds for that ass. It's a gimme. It's a layup, right? And even if I wanted to be a pessimistic and try to look at it and maybe hedge it, which, hey, if you want hedgeroni pizza, by all means, do it responsibly. And if you're going to gamble, do it on underdogs or do it on DraftKings, baby. But that's not my vibe on this one, okay? I'm sticking with my Mexican parlay card here. And it's Raul Rosas Jr. It's Mr. CHIWIWIS. He's continuing to get better every time he goes in there. You know what the vibes, S-Dogs. I mean, what do we got to say? What's understood don't need to be explained, as Lil Wayne once coined, and I'm going to leave it right there and dish it off to my boy, MMAnomaly. Y'all heard me. Come on.
Come on, dog.
Oh, man, it's got to be the man. It's got to be the myth. It's got to be the child. It's got to be Mr. Raul Rosas Jr. I think he's going to come out here and get it done. Rosas is going to retire before he's 26-year-old. He's on a timeline because of his condition. What is his condition?
That cleft lip.
But that's not a condition that'll limit him from being able to
that's
fight.
That's the only thing I can think of. That's why when she said it, I was like, "Is there anything?"
That's the first thing.
He needs surgery. I mean,
if he's fighting this long with them, I mean, I think he's all right. But I mean, unless it's something else, I don't know. Like, that's just the first thing that came to my brain, out loud thinking.
I gotta look this up.
She says it right there. It's right there, dog. I can't say that word. You're better at pronunciations, but it's
Palliser syndrome.
Okay, thank you.
A rare sporadic genetic disorder caused by mosaic tetrasomy of the sort of a short arm of chromosome 12, characterized by multiple congenital anomalies, intellectual disability, and distinctive facial features.
Damn.
That's an MMA anomaly if I've ever heard one.
He is an MMA anomaly. He literally has multiple anomalies. Congenital anomalies.
Brutal.
Lazy said he's been fighting since he was 8, though. So.
Oof. That's tough. I mean, that's tough on a body in general, man.
Yeah, bro.
That's
bro,
like one of those Thai
like,
kids.
Yeah, like we all played sports, but we didn't all bro, I got into fighting at 22. Like before then, I just played football, basketball, baseball pretty much actively. Could you imagine fighting
so
like, bro, even though you're a child, you're 12, 13 years old, 10 years old, bro, you're training 6-7 days out of the week still.
Facts.
Like
even boxing, all that stuff. It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage.
And it's a lot on your joints, a lot on your tendons, a lot on everything.
Boxing's even more
all
damage.
the weight cutting, everything.
Man.
Yeah. All the weight cutting too.
Tough.
Yeah, you got to think about that. Good point. Lane says publicly he said he'll be done by 25. Oh shit! His entire family fights everyone but his mom.
Wow.
Okay.
So a whole family of fighters. That's wild.
I didn't know that. Shout out the chat, man.
Yeah, shout out to the chat for teaching us the stuff that we don't know. We love that. That's why we love the community that we're building.
Shout out.
I was literally talking to friends about this today, and like the community that we've built is just so impressive. We love seeing all the new names in the chat and the old names in the chat and everything that you guys bring to the chat, you guys and girls. Like we appreciate all of these comments. Like I did not know this about him, and I'm thrilled to say that I do now. He's a minus 485 favorite, so I don't know that I'll be betting him. I am going to throw together a little Mexico parlay. As of right now, I'm sitting at 5 legs, and I've gotten it to plus odds on all favorites. So I got Ronaldo Rodriguez minus 142, David Martinez minus 455, Edgar Chairez minus 258, Raul Rosas Jr. minus 485, and Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno minus 258. You parlay those 5 together and you get it at plus 382 odds. So if you put $50 on that, you get 241.39 back.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. That's pretty solid. I mean, Juice Man said, fuck it, Raul sub first round. So I'm confident in that one, brother. That Raul one's going to hit. And Lazy Boy. Those two are automatics, I think. Even David Martinez, actually. Those are 3 locks.
Honestly.
Yeah, those are 3 locks just right there.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty live to hit. I think I might do 2 units on this because they're all pretty heavy favorites. The only one that's not a heavy favorite is Ronaldo Rodriguez, and I'm actually more confident in him than I am on 2 of the other ones on here. So,
bro, that's the most confident.
That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, we're gonna run it. We're gonna run it with this one.
Run it.
Yeah, I like this. So we'll say it one more time for the chat. We have Brandon Moreno, Raul Rosas Jr., Edgar Chairez, David Martinez, and Ronaldo Rodriguez, all money line. getting us up to a 5-leg parlay at 382 plus odds here.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that that's going to smack. And again, just going to continue to build the units up. Because again, if you put 2 units on it, you get 9.65 back. So that's what we're going to do. And with that being said, go ahead and move on into the next bout. It is a middleweight bout between Kelvin the Gas Tank Gastelum coming in against B. Joe Pyfer. Nano. I almost feel like we should have done a shot during that last one because the kid can't even drink. And we should have done one for him. But in this one, I feel like we almost have to do one because I feel like we're going to see Kelvin Gastelum retire on Saturday, brother.
Maybe, huh? Pour one out for him.
That's
for the OG.
Oh my God, Olin.
Seeing the end of an era.
Right. Oh my God, he's in Mexico too, Nano. My bad.
Yeah.
I want to hear you.
No, you're good. You're good.
But I think Olin's right, bro. Holy fuck.
I think the writing's on the wall, man. The way that he's been seeming, like at the media day, he just seems like not really himself 100%. I don't know. I feel retirement is right there for him.
Bro,
could be.
Donald, give me this breakdown, dog. I think Olin I think he just retired right now, for real. I think he's done.
That's the thing, yeah. I mean, he's from Arizona, but he's obviously Mexican. I wonder how much he factors that in, I guess. But at the end of the day, like, and most people know, like, if you're not fully diving in, you're considering you're dipping a toe out, and you're not fully in, then you got to be out. Shout out Lane in the chat. Shot for Pie for Power. Okay, I mean that's. I'm assuming he's referencing just his power punching there, but yeah, man. I think with Kelvin, has given us some of the best moments in the UFC. One of the best fights that I can recall in his fight with Israel Adesanya. So I think that's already in the Hall of Fame, is it not?
Mm-hmm.
So he's already in the Hall of Fame. Maybe part of that kind of has him more in a nostalgic place, and let's cut to it, right? I mean, he's 33 years old, and he's going up against a savage in his 28 young gun, Joe effing Pyfer. So I'm not going to bet against him. He does have a chin, but your chin only lasts so long. So I'd be curious to see what Joe Pyfer does here, and if he could get Kelvin Gastelum out of there, which would be, I think, a first, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out Lazy Bed.
That's straight up retired.
Land. Let's go.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, lazy. He even got me to pour one up. I just got sad. Like what Nano just said. I just started reminiscing, bro, and it makes me sad because I feel like I'm getting old. Like watching.
That's exactly why I'm sad too.
Like I'm trying to brace you for it, bro.
Thank y'all, bro. See, I'm not a big Kelvin Gastelum fan or Molly fan. I'm just sad. Like I won't ever see Ruthless Robbie Lawler fight again.
I like Kelvin Gastelum. I watched his season of Tough.
Oh no, bro, I like him. I'm just saying though, I'm not like the huge. I'm just saying like why I'm so sad about it is because I feel like I'm watching all these fighters go, and I'm like, fuck, what's happening? Like, am I getting older? Like, is this like what's happening?
This is the sport, man. Every few years,
it is a young man's game. It's a young man's game.
I remember when I first.
But we are old fucks too. Don't get it twisted.
I mean, that's a fact. When I first saw Kelvin, this dude was on Tough, talking about how he had a crush on Ronda Rousey, and his coach set up for if he won his fight, he was gonna bring Ronda Rousey in. So this guy got to like meet Ronda Rousey in Tough. It was incredible. Like that's my first memory of Kelvin Gastelum, him like fanboying out. So cheers to the first memories of these fighters that we love, and to the final memories of these fighters we love, and. To this sport being unrelenting, but also the best of times that it could ever possibly be. Cheers to you. Cheers to us. Whatever you're raising up, I hope it's the best sip you've had all night. Cheers, folks.
Salute.
Salute. Whatever you say.
People. I'm actually getting better with these as I do more with you, Olin. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm starting to like expect it and just take it. No coughing,
it's just like sparring.
No, to expect, yeah.
It's just like sparring, bro. If you take a year off of sparring and you get punched, you're like, what the fuck was that? But if you go for a few months consistently, you're like, what the fuck was that? Pussy.
Brother, you know what I'm saying? Also, what the fuck is that? Lazy. Do not do that to Kelvin Gastelum, brother. Don't do that to my boy.
Brother. He would body folks, though, in BKFC. I truly think he would.
Real life, I think low-key, I'm kind of joking, but I'm kind of with you as well, Olin.
He does those like
imagine
pawing
just boxing.
things.
Yes, bro. And he could just box too, dog. Come on, bro. What's this?
Sav started perfecting how to take a shot about 6 deep, said Miss Mary 616.
Miss
And
Mary.
she's not wrong.
Miss Mary, it's taken me the whole bottle, but I'm finally starting to adjust. I'm finally, especially with Big Nano in here. I can't act like a bitch with Nano in here, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, you know the vibes.
How about the boys simultaneously just flexing right there? Not even
That was
nothing
nice.
said. I was about to say, and a one arm. I always do the double arm. Y'all just did a quick pop in with
do
the
it, brother.
fucking buys.
In the 3 frame, gotta go single arm, baby. Come on now, you know
With
this.
the pythons. With the
You're in the
pythons.
pocket.
But to sum up all that sad talk, I'm gonna go with Joe Pfeiffer. I'm with Nano as well. So we're 11 for 11. But honestly, I thought this is where we were gonna separate. I thought he was gonna go with Gastelum, and I was gonna have to give a sad speech, and then Olin just made me realize, fuck. Hey, Miss Mary, you're a legend. But I'm not gonna lie to you, it is a bit sad because I think I just now realized with Olin. I think this is going to be the last fight we see for Kelvin Gastelum, and Joe Piper's coming in there for body bags. So, Olin, this could be the 5th clean sweep in a row, brother. This is legendary shit. It's all up to you, brother. Who you got? Olan, as some say. Damn,
no.
that's music.
It's the end of an era. It's the end of an era, folks. Kelvin Gastelum, it's been a fun run. We love the guy. It's been fun. But we got to go with Big Joe. Because if you know, you know. He's got the power for show. This man hits like a tank, and if you're betting on him, it's money in the bank. I hear that when he shits, it don't even stink. We're talking about the man they call B. Joe Pfeiffer. And if you disagreed with me, probably a liar. Look, enough rhymes, all right? On Saturday, this man's probably going to do crimes, all right? We're talking about Joe Pfeiffer. He's going to get it done. That's it. That's the end of the run for Kelvin Gastelum, son.
Damn. Take it easy over there.
The man's flowing.
JD. Damn, B Rabbit in this bitch right now.
Would you believe that I just randomly decided to do that? I didn't write any of that down or anything. That was fun.
Brother, that's off the cuff, dog. That's off the cuff McCain type shit.
So yeah, all jokes aside, all rhyming aside, I just think Joe Pfeiffer's going to be too strong for him, and I think he's going to have the right game plan, which is why I'm super duper worried about this fight for Kelvin Gastelum. I see him dominating it in the clinch, probably getting him to the ground, and then just ground and pounding him out for the finish. But am I going to bet on it? Probably not. Joe Pfeiffer sitting currently at minus 298. I like Kelvin Gastelum a lot, but I don't like him as a dog in this one at plus 240. It's not juicy enough odds for me to bet on him against a Joe Pfeiffer, especially when I feel like he already somewhat has one foot out the door in this one. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. So we're not going to bet on this one, but we're leaning Joe Pfeiffer. I think he gets it done inside the distance. I don't even think this one sees the judges.
I think, bro, I'm telling you, I think you're right, dog. I'm telling you, I think Joe's going to come out there and spark this guy, man. Joe's just a powerful motherfucker. Yeah, hey, those violins were perfect, dog.
He really is, though.
Yeah, bro. He's just a beast. He's just a beast.
Crazy bet with the fun fact. I told Crossover you can't bet against the fresh new Turkish hairline. Fighters are at least 7-1 in the UFC first fight after hair transplants. Dude, you're right. Let me ask you, Lazy Bet, is the one that's it? That's the one of that 7-1. Is that Paul Krieg?
Paul Krieg!
After getting a fresh hairline? Because I think he definitely lost. I just don't know if it was right after he got the hairline. Man, whew. If that whiskey didn't hit, this next fight definitely will, folks. It is the co-main event of the evening, and it is a lightweight bout between Manuel Torres and send him on over. I'm talking about Drew Dober. Woo! This is going to be an absolute banger, an absolute barn burner. And that's why I've got to have the man to my immediate right, take the freaking lead on this one. Nano! You jive turkey son of a gun.
Ooh,
Tell the people what you're thinking, brother.
There you go, Nano.
Sheesh, man. I'm torn on this one, my brother. I'm torn because I do like Red Rover. Send my boy, Drew Dober, on over, man. And it's tough. It's tough for me to bet against him here. But you know damn well I can't bet against my Mexicanos, man. I gotta go with this guy, Manuel Torres. And here's the thing, man. Whether it's even odds, whether they shift, whether it is Drew Dober, whether you want to sit here and say, hey, Drew Dober's the more grizzled veteran, he has more experience. I'm a little bit more of the belief, like, man, he's got more tread on the tires, right? And if you're on underdogs, you're gonna get him at minus odds, and that is Drew Dober minus 120. Maybe it makes sense. Maybe it should be a pick 'em because this guy that he's fighting is 6 years younger. He's 2 inches taller, 3 inches of reach advantage, and he's got 99 problems, and knocking a motherfucker out ain't going to be one of them, okay? This guy has hands. He has lost before, but let's see who that guy was, okay? Look it up. It's Ignacio Bahamondes, okay? Ignacio.
Oh, my Olin.
Right on cue. Hey, that's what we do, baby. So how can I go against him, man? This guy, Manuel Torres, he goes out there. He looked good, unfortunately, until he didn't. But before that, man, he went out there. He beat a Chris Duncan, who we just saw recently put on some fucking work against our boy June Vichenez. That aged like a fine wine as well. Well, hey, man, I see your Chris Duncan, and I raise you a Manuel El Loco Torres, baby. Come on. He's the guy.
Don't be crazy.
Don't be crazy, man. This guy gets it done. I like what I've seen. He's skilled, okay, and he's got the skills. I think that's the last thing I'll leave it off with before I dish it off to the man in the blue. You know what to do, baby. As Dogs, MMA Talk. Go follow him if you're listening, all 65 of you. And as you're doing that, listen to the man speak gospel here, man. Talk to us. How you feeling about this one? Please tell me we're still on the same page. Come on, don't break the streak now. We're so close.
Brother, I first of all, I respect you for going with your fellow countryman. I have to do the same with mine, brother. But here's the thing. We're gonna go 12 for 13 on this whole entire thing. I already know
12 was good. Baker's dozen.
You know, dog, come on. Baker's dozen out of 13 fights, that'll never happen again. That is insane. And the only reason we're gonna split is because, dog, even if one of us are wrong, we're gonna be right as fans, because I think this is one of the fight of the nights, boys. We've been talking about fight of the nights. We've been talking about dead bodies. Drew Dober is never in a boring fight. And like you said about Torres, dog, the names you listed, I forgot he even fought Chris Duncan. This dude's a motherfucker to deal with, bro. And that Ignacio fight was a scrap for what it lasted, dude. And Bahamondes, he's just a bad motherfucker. So, you know what I'm saying? Respect on that. I'm going with Dober, dog. But like I said, Nano, I think in the end, bro, we're all just gonna sit back and just enjoy this absolute war. Anomaly, we're not gonna have our 6th sweep in a row, but who you going with here, dog?
Well, first things first, shout out to the folks in the chat. What up, Captain Rafucho? How we doing, Raf? Hope you're having a great night, my friend. He said, I know it's UFC Fight Week Mexico, so I'll say this in Spanish. Viva Mexico, cabrones. Let's go, brother.
There you go.
Lane. Throwing out, I wish I would have read this before I threw it up on the screen. I was going to bring up this. Dober trains at 5,200 feet in Colorado. Torres at 65 feet in Tijuana.
Damn.
Sterling is on Dober. You bet your sweet ass he is. Dogs, MMAnomaly, and Jive Turkey.
Yes, sir.
Indeed, baby. You already know what it is, Captain Rap.
El Capitan, come on.
My friend. Dude, UFC. Love. And Juice Man. We love you, my friend. So look, Nano, you're low-key spitting, right? Like Manuel Torres has a reach advantage. He's younger. He's a bit studly, right? Let's call a spade here. And I like a plus 100 little stud. So I'm already thinking about throwing 2 units, or not thinking about it. I blocked in on that on the 5-pick Mexico parlay. Kids from Mexico, plus 100. We add them to that parlay that's sitting at plus 382, it brings it up to plus 865. Now, I'm still locked in. Still locked in on the 5-pick because I'm confident in that one. This I'm less confident in. And I'll tell you why. But a unit is a unit when you're playing with house money. And I know we're going to win at least 3 bets that we're putting in this week. So it's fluffer at this point, right? I'm not going to do 2 units on this, but I will do 1. And if you put 1 unit down, you get 9.65 back. Now, to put that into perspective, on the other one, we're putting down 2 units to get 9.65 back. So again, putting down 1 unit to get 9.65 back. Just for those of you that are bad at math and having a hard time following, that we're getting the same number back for half the amount in. So if the first one hits and this Manuel Torres guy hits,
come on.
Well, now we're making 20 units back essentially. On 3. So pretty solid turn up. We'll do that. We'll take that all day, kids. Now, how do I actually feel about the fight away from my degenerate side here? I love you, Nano. I really do. But
Guy. Let go.
and let me tell you why. Drew Dober is one of the hardest hitting dudes in the division. He cracks. Like, dude cracks. When people talk about people punching each other and kicking each other, and instead of saying punching and kicking, they're like, hey, homeboy cracks, dude. He fucking cracks, my guy. They're talking about people like Drew Dober. And not only does dude crack, but he gets cracked. He keeps coming back. Watch his fight against, what was it? Rafael Alvarez? Was that his name? Rafael Alvarez? Went to karate combat. The shot that he lands on Drew Dober right before he gets finished, he's up against the cage and he does one of these. And Drew does this, leans into it.
Bro.
And his knees don't even like do the 5-year-old I've got a pee dance or anything. He's just upright. Yeah, we're here. That was nice. Give me another. Like, if anything, he's little Timmy. Please, may I have some more? Like, he wants another shot to the dome, bro. He's disturbing with how hard his chin is. And I saw it in person. Like, he does look like that. He does look like the Crimson Chin in the best way.
He's a Giga Chad.
He's a Giga Chad, bro. He's the archetype for the Giga Chads. Let's just call it as it is here.
It's a big one.
That's what she said. And Drew Dober is going to get his hand raised. That's also what she said. You know why? Because she's a smart lady. Folks, we're betting on Drew Dober on this one. I think the guy gets it done. And not only that, I'm going to be so bullish as to say I think he gets it done via knockout here, folks. I think I might sprinkle a little bit on just that. Just quickly looking up the updated odds. Someone's getting knocked out for sure in this fight, right?
Bro, and for a dude to be like as built as he is, and like a solid looking dude, he goes in there and he fights ugly, bro. I'm telling you, I've never seen
a nasty son of a gun.
Like, you don't expect it out of him. Like, if you walk by him on the street, you be like, look at this fucking pretty boy, probably a salesman, bro. He'll beat your ass. And
all right, so like plus 130.
Go ahead.
Sorry, plus 130 are the odds on him by knockout.
I mean, I wouldn't take it, bro, just because he might get knocked out. Somebody's getting knocked out for sure. It's just, do you think he's going to be the one not to get knocked out? And it was a good chance. His chin is fucking crazy.
That's facts.
His chin, bro, needs to be studied.
So that's the thing. This is a bit of a hedge in general, right? Because we're already putting his opponent on the parlay.
Oh, fuck.
So, I mean, if anything, we're literally just covering cost of entry for that parlay.
Bro, this one's a pick'em, bro.
It is a pick'em.
I don't. This one's so hard to like.
You know what? I'll stay away from it and know I'm going to bank on the other ones. You're right, Sterling. I'm gonna listen to you here.
This fight, bro, you just want to sit back, spark up, and enjoy violence. This is gonna be right. Shane Burgos, Billy Quarantello-esque. This is gonna be Michael Chandler, Justin Gaethje type of shit. This is gonna be a war.
You're right. You know what? And you're right for a multitude of reasons. And I'm going to get into it whenever we go through the next fight. No, you can already feel another sip coming. We have the main event of the evening, folks.
It's time
for this flyweight banger of a bout between Brandon, the assassin baby Moreno, coming in against Steve, Astro Boy Ursig. Woo-hoo-hoo. Boy. This is going to be one of the funnest fights in the flyweight division, possibly of all time. Man. I'm excited as hell. Excited as hell for this fight. I think it's a perfect stylistic matchup for both gentlemen here. And I think it's a perfect stylistic matchup for us to make the final shot of the night be for this fight.
There you go.
And then I'm going to have Nano go first. I'm going to have Sterling go next. And then I'm going to take the caboose on this train of conversation because I have some serious thoughts on this one. And I have obviously some bets on it already, right? We've got the parlay, the Mexico parlay, or the Mexico parlay squared, I should say. But I've also got a little sprinkle that we haven't talked about, that I haven't disclosed with either one of you fellas. So
Lay it on.
I'm very, very excited to talk about it. We're not going to do anything lengthy. We're just going to say, if you drink with us. If you don't, we hope you hold up your fist or whatever it is you're drinking. And we hope you're enjoying the show so far, folks, because we're enjoying it.
There you go.
Cheers, folks.
There you go. Shout out to Boot.
You know what it
From the projects.
Let's go. So yeah, I mean, I'll get into my bets first. That way you guys can talk about that in your breakdown here.
Go ahead.
Brandon Moreno is minus 258 right now. Pretty steep odds. Okay. Steve Ursig sitting in here at plus 210.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be a little bit crazy, Coco Bananas here. No. I'm gonna need both you guys to help walk me off the ledge here, and I'm gonna give you your chance to. But I mean, I'm somewhere between putting 2 units and 5 units on Steve Ursig money line. Tell me why I shouldn't. No.
You're gonna put it on Ursig, you said?
On Ursig money line. Yes, sir. Plus 210.
Because I just think you gotta bet responsibly, man. And if you're gonna do it, then you better put 20 on my boy Moreno. If you're gonna do that, that's all I'll say to that. That would be my response.
20 units?
You better be doubling down on Moreno. You better be tripling down on my boy.
You want me to put up like almost 50% of like our winnings for the year? You're pretty bullish. I'm not mad at it, but go on.
That's my response. I am biased. So, S-Dogs, how you feeling? You're probably a more honest guy to give him an answer here. How you feeling about that?
I mean, I'll see what you're doing there. The gambler inside of you is telling you to go with Isak for that money line. But Beto, let's never forget about the speech Brandon Moreno gave, brother. And let's never forget about who this man truly is. You know what I'm saying? If my life's on the fucking line, you told me dead body, gun to my fucking head, you're going to pull the trigger, empty the clip on me, bury me alive, eaten with sharks if I don't have the right pick? Brother, give me the baby face fucking assassin, the Lego collector himself, Mr. Brandon Moreno, son. I like what you're doing with Ursig. I get it. But, dog, I'm telling you, I think you should do what Nano says and triple down on baby face assassin here, brother.
There he is. We're back.
Well, so here's the thing, right? I am trickling down on Moreno, right? He's on the parlay. He's on 2 parlays.
I like it.
So if he hits, we hit. Like, we're winning, right? Because the rest, like let's call a spade, boys. The rest of that parlay, inshallah, it's hitting, bro. Like, it's hitting.
You're making money.
Now, exactly. Like, I'm coating my wallet this weekend either way. I'm actually very, very bullish on this weekend being one of the better, more consistent weekends in MMA betting. I feel like Vegas did us a couple of favors, if I'm being completely candid here, with low odd favorites, which thanks kids, and high potential dogs like the Vinc Pichel one. Like I don't know that that's going to hit. I know it's probably got a 2 in 10 probability in real life, right? I know it's plus 1800 right now, which is less probability than that. But hey, I believe in my heart of hearts that it's got a 2 out of 10 probability of hitting. Now, why am I leaning Steve Erceg? Let me tell you what I did for lunch today. While I ate my food, I rewatched Steve Erceg versus Alessandro Pantoja. Shout out Nano, shout out Cancun. That's where we watched that fight originally. Right after we watched Canelo fight in Mexico, which both were pretty breathtaking. All these Mexican dudes and girls all thought that the pale guy won that fight. And so did me and a lot of your groomsmen, Nano. Now, rewatching that fight, I am not mad that the judges gave it to Pantoja, right? I do think Pantoja won that fight. I think he did exactly what he needed to in MMA rule set to win that fight. But I digress. It is with a heavy heart that I tell you. Stylistically, he just might be a nightmare for Brendan Moreno. He is very heavy-handed for a flyweight. I think he's heavier-handed than Pantoja is. And that's why every time they'd start to get into striking exchanges, Pantoja would shoot drastically fast for a blast double or a quick inside single. Now, I'm not saying that Brandon Moreno doesn't have jiu-jitsu skills, but what I am here to tell you is that I think he has defensive jiu-jitsu, defensive wrestling. We saw that against Pantoja. We saw that against Davis and Figueiredo. In this kind of fight, it's going to be a kickboxing match. Like, can we, I know we don't agree on Erceg winning, but can we all agree it's going to be a kickboxing match?
Yeah.
Probably.
So in a kickboxing standpoint, I would say that this is Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway.
Ooh, shit.
Steve Erceg can lose 24 minutes and 59 seconds of this fight. He only has to be perfect for 1 second and get that knockout. His opponent has to be perfect for 25 minutes. That's a problem for me.
Steve's a dog.
He's such a dog, bro.
He's a dog, bro. Like you said, bro. Not even just in that Pantoja fight. I know he only had like 3 or 4 fights.
Matt Schnell, I have an autographed card from. What he did to Matt Schnell, literally, I don't want to like disclose how much I drank and smoked that night because I was a sad dude, bro.
Dog, and
Nano may have gotten a call on Instagram from me on video that night. That's why he's laughing.
Bro, and Pantoja couldn't put him away. So, I mean,
and how hard was Pantoja trying to put him away? He was hitting him, bro. Like he was hitting him like he owed him lunch money. And Steve was busted up. He got his head, like from the top bridge of his forehead hairline, like to about a ½ inch up, got split open by a clash of heads. And I know Pantoja didn't do it on purpose, but it was 100% his fault, which again, didn't realize in Cancun, may or may not have been because we'd been drinking for 9 hours plus by the time the fights had started, you know.
Doing it right.
You know, and
it was in Brazil.
It was in Mexico, but it was, you know, same. But brother, Brazil's next. Let's go. Obrigado. But no, like Pantoja literally swung a hook and like looped the back of his head and pulled his head down. And that's why the clash of heads happened. So again, I don't think it was on purpose at all, but again, it was wholeheartedly his fault. And then after that, he was just capitalizing on it. He elbowed him in that spot. He punched him in that spot. It was like a Pirates map, bro. That was X. X marks the spot for that treasure. And he was trying to crack that freaking ground open to get that buried treasure. So all this to say, this is going to be a striker's delight. No matter what, if Brandon Moreno wins, it'll be the time I stop sweating and my parlay hits, and I'll be a pretty psyched guy, right? Yeah. But if Erceg wins, it'll be a solo bet. And again, like to put it into perspective, just money line on Erceg, $25 turns into 77.5.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know, man.
Nah, I definitely get it. I get it.
There's a part of me that literally wants to put 5 units on him because I know that the other bets I'm going to hit are going to probably put us up. What? Quick math. I think we'll probably be up at least 8 units, 7 units.
Damn.
And then if the parlay hits, then fucking let's go. Or rather the parlays. If the long shot parlay, like the first 2 hits, then we're already playing with house money, but that's going to make sure we're playing with house money till International Fight Week, boys.
That.
That's the goal.
Yeah, that's what we're going for. Speaking of the goal, listen, we got 70 of you folks in here right now. We got 47 on my Twitter, 15 on SDawg's Twitter. Do us a favor. As my guy likes to say, stop window shopping. Come on over to YouTube, at MMAnomaly, at SDawgsMMA Talk. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit the subscribe button, and for freaking Christ's sake here, folks, smash that bell for notifications. You already know the drill. Let's get it. Come on in, be a part of the show, be a part of the chat. We'll throw those comments up on the screen, and we would love to hear your takes on all of these fights that we're breaking down. Any closing kind of comments or remarks on this card as a whole or this main event, boys, before we call it a show?
Overall, dude, I think we're going to have a good night. Like, I think it's going to be a good time overall, boys. We're going to see a lot of fight of the nights, I think, like fight of the night contenders. It's going to be way better than UFC London. UFC London wasn't bad, but we're going to see some knockouts. We're going to see some subs, but we're going to see some KOs, man. I'm pumped to see the atmosphere, bro, that the Mexican fans are going to bring to. I really hope they show us a lot of the walkouts. I think the walkouts are going to be absolute fucking bangers. And, yeah, man, I'm pumped to watch the fights, man. Hey, who knows? We might even do a watch-along. Who knows? But I'm pumped for it, brother. I'm pumped for it. Big Nano! We went 12 for 13 tonight, dog. Give me your thoughts, homie.
I know. I love that, brother. Great to have you as always. More than welcome to come on as early and often as you can. And all of y'all that are here, 72 of you, if you're repeat customers, we appreciate having you. If you're new, we appreciate you fumbling around and finding us. Just a few guys here shooting the breeze, as you can see. And that's exactly what I'm probably doing on Saturday, whether it's maybe home by myself or maybe out with the crew. But you know what I do, man. Bringing the vibes, bringing some good energy. And this one's going to start a little bit early, it looks like, as well. I think the main prelims start closer to 1 o'clock. Main card starts at 4. It is in Mexico. It's going to be an elevation. So, again, a little bit of a advantage for my hometown boys, my fellow Mexicanos. But, hey, man, this is going to be a low-key banger, baby. And last but certainly not least, before I hand it off to MMAnomaly, CHIWIWIS. Let's go.
Wee-wee.
Woo! Let's go, baby. CHIWIWIS. CHIWIWIS! We are freaking ready. And Nano, if you end up home alone, my friend, don't look yourself in the mirror after shaving
come on.
and go, instead, you should jump on there and do a little live watch along, baby. You already know what it is.
Little companion, MMAnomaly companion show. Come on,
little fight companion. Little fight watch along with the boys. I know SDawg sounds like he's ready to go.
I'm doing no. I was gonna when we get off the show, I was literally gonna be the first thing I said. I was gonna be like, "Hey, dog, if you end up watching them by yourself, you need to bring that fucking jive turkey ass to the stream."
I think I am. I reckon I am.
Even if
let's fucking go. You hear it here first, y'all. Let's go.
Party. Let's go,
boys. Come on. I'm live.
That's who it is, son. That's it right there.
The first amendment to come. Come on.
Let's go. Turkey fucking Nano, son.
It's time, folks. It is time.
I'm with you.
And with that being said,
I'm with you.
Let's go. We are Lethal Sugar. We need the fight companion. Let's freaking go.
And we gotta give the people what they want. Come on now.
Oh, young Nano.
I'm high, baby. I got butterflies. I can't wait, baby. We're born for this.
We're gonna have to synchronize our watches and our streams, brother. Let's go. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it, kids. With that being said, folks, it has been a hell of a stream. There's over 70 of you folks watching. We appreciate each and every one of you fight fans every time you're able to turn out. And if you can do us a huge, huge favor, it really helps with the algorithm. After the show is over, go ahead and leave a comment on the video post-stream. Really helps. And, you know, to give you some fuel, right? What comment should you leave? Let us know what your favorite part of the show was tonight. Let us know what your favorite pick that we made on the show was. And let us know who you think got the most picks right. We'd appreciate to hear all of it in the comments below. We appreciate each and every one of you. And the only thing that we ask, if you do nothing else that we've asked you to do all night, right? If you laughed at us when we did shots instead of raising something up with us, that's fine. All that we ask that you do are these two things.
Let them hear it.
Keep on going and keep on growing, folks. We'll see you next time.
You've been listening to the MMAnomaly Show. No filter. As you may have been able to tell, we dig the MMA, and our passion is to dive deep into the upcoming fights, give you our expert breakdowns, and help you make sense of all the chaos that is the fight game. We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon, but in the meantime, make sure to find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at MMAnomaly. Be cool, and we'll see you next time.